Am I joined?
Yep, you're in it.
Okay, are we live?
Now, yeah,
we are live.
Oh my God.
Yes. Yep. Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
This is Strangeful Things Live. I'm Katie Einstein here with the always on top of everything, glamorous crackles.
Yep.
They are so fancy that it's almost overpowering.
Darling.
This is the just most outstanding thing I think I've ever seen.
And Acadia had no idea.
Nope.
He doesn't know that this is our usual normal attire. We usually dress down for the show. This is what I wore to work.
I just got done cleaning the bathroom. What are you guys talking about?
Exactly.
So, listen, now that I'm all out, well, my shirt is stripy, though, so it does look fancy.
Where's your scarf? You're not fancy enough without a scarf.
I know.
No, it's too hot for the scarf. Too hot.
Oh, God.
So, people that may... Oh, we got to find out where to go for the chat thing, too.
Yeah,
that's really important.
I know. Where is the chat?
It should be on YouTube, I think. On the YouTube page.
Yeah, I'm gonna try look at it, but I don't want to like watch the show while it's recording because then we'd all go insane.
Yeah, it'll reverberate, and it's like a few seconds behind. So
yeah,
confusing.
Jay was saying that because he was sitting there at his desk the other time we did the live show, and he's like, "I know, right?
Your gloves." He was.
The gloves are amazing.
Oh my goodness!
So fancy. So fancy.
That's really fancy.
Jen's bling is like amazing. Like Jen and Britt both have better bling than I did.
No, but you have
but it's like right off the bat. I just wanted to match the spangliness of my mask. Apparently,
true. See, you're fancy.
That's basically what it is. It's like like you're a superhero and we're a harem or something like that.
Well, either that or it's like I was the big fake diamond in the middle of the ring, and then all the little diamonds around it were real.
Right. That's exactly right.
That's right.
And the very first time
was the Walmart engagement ring.
Walmart engagement ring. Oh my God.
The chat was Kyle Flipper who said I have to poop. So
whoa.
Of course.
Kyle, thanks, Kyle.
Thanks, Kyle. Thanks a lot.
Hopefully you can do both.
Yeah.
Don't stop watching the show, but
you
do
can
what you gotta do.
With you.
We won't know.
2017.
Yep.
We won't know. We won't know.
Unless you tell us.
You
already told us quite a bit.
I mean, there are some things that you shouldn't share.
Right.
Correct.
Yeah, well.
Sharing is caring, though.
That's also true.
So, everybody that is new to the show or is watching this exclusively from the Patreon, which is the only way that people are going to be able to see it after this live broadcast.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Is Strangeful Things is our podcast that we do every week, and it is, I guess the easiest way to describe it is we try to tell you things that you didn't want to know, but make them really fun to learn.
That's right.
So
exactly,
it's, it might be disgusting, but we have little sparkly star ones and big green sunglasses, so it sort of evens out.
And tiaras.
That's right.
Yeah,
and
this is an official Disney princess tiara, like from Main Street on Disney.
That's super sweet. I couldn't find my real tiara, so this one is from Cnev's 5th birthday party, and
also valid,
fabulous.
And these are her glasses that I'm wearing.
Wow, Cnev
with the Wayfarers.
I know, right?
She's way up on her game for Fab Life.
I mean, you can't beat Cnev, basically.
Also, Jay.
By the way,
wait.
Is the spawn of BNev.
Yes. Yes, CNev is my spawn. She is also on the introduction to Strangeful Thing as the creepy little kid.
Yep.
Yes.
And in some of the earlier episodes, she was super creepy.
She was.
Like totally creepy.
On the show, like as kind of a host.
Yeah, she actually has been on the show unintentionally. And so,
yes.
Yeah. So she may or may not be possessed. We're unsure.
We're not. We can't say for certain.
Yes, it's true.
If she is possessed, that's good because then she counts as two people, and I don't have to pay both.
That's true.
And she can become her own episode.
Exactly.
That's true.
Hopefully, I don't get murdered though.
Yeah, no, because that would make it hard to get info.
Yeah, she's got to kill somebody else.
So we stay alive. We need you to stay alive, BNev.
We'll have to make a list.
We'll have some amazing curls out.
Yeah, we'll have to give her our list of people who should die in a fire.
Yes.
She
can take care of them for us.
Just saying. I'm not condoning.
We're just saying, just in case.
Well, you're actually foreshadowing your story.
It's true. It's my psychic ability.
Yeah, that's right. So rather than do an actual episode, because that would be too much pressure to try and do it live, because we're not that, I don't know.
Coordinated?
There's a lot of editing that goes on.
We're not that fancy.
Two things at the same time.
Yeah. No.
Usually I have to take regular pictures of the squad and like Photoshop tiaras on them.
Right.
We have removed the middleman.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
I don't have a tiara, so I have extra blingy bling.
That's right.
Yeah,
your blingy bling is amazing.
Sized necklace.
Everyone has.
I just took it from the collection of the diamond necklaces that my cats wear, as I discussed previously.
I mean,
because I just have like 300 cats and they all wear diamonds because I don't have kids, so that's what I spend my money on.
Like a diamond, like the song.
Right.
Like a diamond.
So rather than try to do an actual episode, what we're going to do is we're going to tell you what the most strangeful things that happened this week were, from our standpoint anyway. Because usually news stories are about the end of Western civilization and the fact that there were 35 Russians in the room of the big meeting with Trump Jr. and all that kind of stuff. But we want to make sure that you get the unheralded stories, the ones that come way at the bottom of the news feed.
Yes. The ones you have to scroll all the way down to the bottom for.
That's right.
Exactly.
Like a 20 by 20 pixel featured image.
Right.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Google thinks you're fucked up and weird.
Yeah. It's our local shit that nobody hears about.
Mm-hmm.
Even though it's fucked up and crazy.
The first story is about love gone wrong. That's how I'm going to term it anyway. Because in Pennsylvania, and this is a very Pennsylvania heavy week, I'll read you the story from the AP. Authorities allege that a Pennsylvania woman set her sleeping boyfriend on fire and then threw buckets of urine on him to extinguish the flames.
I read this.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Penn Hill's Chief Howard Burton says 38-year-old Leanne Sepelyak and the man argued early Sunday, and after he fell asleep, she doused him with gas and set him ablaze. Her parents live upstairs, heard the man's screams, and rushed into the room. Burton says Sepelyak then threw at least 2 buckets of urine on him. Now, because this is a good reporter,
why did she have buckets of urine? Wait a second.
She was planning this.
I have a lot of questions.
The Associated Press is good because they said the couple had been urinating in buckets as to not disturb her parents.
Yes. So it had been already like going on for a while.
To not disturb her parents.
Okay, first of all,
do her parents live in the bathroom? I'm confused.
Let me just say that, like,
I don't get it.
My parents live in the bathroom.
Everyone needs to see a picture of what's her name again, Leanne.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course it is. or everyone needs to see a picture of Leanne, first of all, because she's a real peach, let me tell you. I mean, I'm really surprised that her boyfriend would fight with her, first of all, because, I mean, I think she was about to be crowned Miss Pennsylvania right before the urine incident.
Yeah.
Yeah. Doesn't look like meth involved in all.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Not making bad choices. She's a straight arrow, walking around with tiaras and sunglasses all the time. She's
I mean,
so she got mixed up with the wrong guy. Next thing you know, she's peeing in a bucket. Can't go upstairs and use the potty like a normal person.
I think my favorite part of this is that at one point the first bucket was full and they were like, ugh.
Right. Another bucket. Multiple buckets.
Well, no, here's the great part. I don't want to ruin the story, but I believe her parents also grabbed one of the buckets of urine to help put him out.
There she is, guys.
Like that.
There she is.
Oh, she's a winner.
That's outstanding.
Good
Just
stuff.
Outstanding.
Yeah. Oh, Peanut.
Oh my God.
Oh, Pennsylvania, my home, where I came from.
At least it wasn't Florida.
That's true.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah,
That is true.
It's not always Florida.
See
Not always
how
Florida.
many people have been burned by their girlfriends and put out with urine in Florida?
Yeah,
before.
it's not even a news
I don't know.
story.
I'll have to look
It's
at it.
actually, I don't think it's actually a crime in Florida anymore.
It's
They just legalized it.
Yeah, in Florida, it's like, well, thank goodness you had those buckets of urine.
Right.
Exactly.
We're like, dude, it's hot. I'm glad you didn't have to go outside and get the hose.
Yeah. Don't use our precious sulfur-smelling water that we make everybody drink because this shouldn't be an inhabited land.
Yes.
Oh.
Hey, wait. Hey, fam. Do I have a banner like you guys?
Oh.
Yeah, so
Go on the left-hand side of your screen, and there should be a little 3 dots at the bottom.
Look what I have.
If you go all the way to the left, do you have a little row of images that pop up, BNF?
Yes, I have like where the chat would be, and then there's something that says screen share. And
go to the very bottom.
Toolbox. It's a green toolbox.
It should have
or a white toolbox in a green circle.
Yeah.
White toolbox. No, that's not
it. It kind of looks like a gift box. But it's green.
I don't have it. I have a screen share.
I'm sending it to you, Binav.
Okay, send me a
We don't want to know what's on your screen, yo.
All right, just relax. Name. Just relax.
But you do have to tell us what on earth happened with your, I don't know, what happened? Your town burned down?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Let's get to my story. Okay. So, I don't know what's up with the Virginia, DC, Maryland area when it gets hot, but like all of a sudden it's like 1776 all over again. And we don't have like regular electricity and everybody's using their gas lamps and shit. I don't know what the hell is going on, but every year when it gets hot, and I don't remember this being an East Coast thing when I lived out in the East Coast before, because of course I've been in Denver for so long, but we constantly lose power because of the heat.
Yeah.
Because of so many
everybody's
people
running fans
or whatever.
and space.
Right. So,
ACs and yeah.
Okay, so what happened was, you know, I work in Old Town Alexandria, and so everything's old there, you know. I mean, the city just celebrated its 268th birthday or something like that. Yeah, 268th birthday on July 8th.
Okay.
So it's actually the city of Alexandria is older than
the country.
And the country. So anyways, so everything's like fucking old, like Acadia's Nana or whatever, you know. And so I'm at work, and the next thing you know, the power goes out, and I'm like, all right, cool, you know. I go to the breaker, like do all that shit because somehow like that's my job. I'm the everything there,
right?
And and then I, go back to my room. I don't know. I've got half power and half not power. So no big deal. I start to work on my client because I've got half power in my room. So I flip on one light. Then I start to smell smoke and I'm like, this isn't good, but I'm acting all like, yeah.
Cool about it. Yeah.
Like,
everything's fine.
Yeah. Like she doesn't say anything about it. I'm just going about my business. Then I'm like, I should go check on this. And I open my room and all of a sudden I see like this sparking.
Oh no.
Vent work and there's smoke and the fire alarm goes off. And 2 seconds later, this fireman walks through the door and everybody's got to evacuate. And I grabbed all my expensive shit and I went out and dude, I don't even know. Somebody hit like a power line and it caused some surge and this, that, and the other thing. But then to make matters worse, I'm like, don't worry, fam. We got free press from this. Like, they're going to be all over it. Like, 4 hours closed on a Saturday. Like, yeah, that fucking sucks, But we're going to get all this free press. It's cool, whatever. And then Alexandria Times, right here, posts the story. And they got it all wrong. Completely wrong. They named another salon. It's all bullshit. I'm pissed. So, and the story is everybody's fine, but I cannot advertise a fire sale now because fucking Alexandria Times is bullshit.
Well, way to go. Shitty.
Oh, by the way, in case you didn't realize, when she says salon, she means hooker hut because BNev is a hooker.
That's correct. Yes. So
she doesn't. But it's cool. Like everybody knows.
Classy.
Right.
Yeah. Look at her.
Obviously, look at her.
I mean,
like I said, I just got off work. I cleaned the bathroom. I fixed the fire. What do you want from me? This is what I wear to work.
She's fancy. She's literally setting Old Town Alexandria on fire with her business. Like, what do you do? What do you really do? Like, you rub stuff on people's faces?
I do clinical skincare. So I people, when they have skin issues, like severe clinical issues, then I help them to fix those issues.
Huh.
Yes.
Well, all right then. So you're kind of like a doctor, but not really a doctor.
Yeah, my owner says that I'm like a doctor. Yes, the owner of the business says I'm like a doctor.
Mm-hmm. Huh. Well, all right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, now everybody knows. I don't know what the rest of you do either. Never really came up before because nobody talks about it.
Well,
but I did want to point out.
What do you mean? We all work in a salon. I don't understand.
Yeah.
What's the question?
Because that's all women do.
I did want to show you something that friend of the show, Sarah, who was helping me get creepy baby dolls for our booth.
Oh, yeah, Sarah.
Happened to see this at one of the places that we visited. Okay. And I just thought you would appreciate.
Oh, no.
What is it, though? Hold it back further.
It is an actual Bill Cosby children's book.
Oh my God.
Called One Dark and Scary Night.
Come on. Where did she see this? In a regular store?
This was in it was in the store where they sell creepy old baby dolls that I cut the heads off.
Exactly where it was. So the creepy store. Full of creepy shit.
Oh my God, I wonder how much that thing's worth on Amazon. That might
I don't know. Hopefully.
Right there.
Seriously.
Yep.
That's disturbing.
Look it up. That's where we can get our money from.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm looking it up right now, fam.
But in case it doesn't turn out to be super, super valuable, you can go to patreon.com/strangeful and give us some loot because otherwise,
yes,
even though I have this sweet new webcam,
that's right.
We're no longer 1997.
Nope. I mean, I wish I was because 1997 was awesome.
It's true.
I was still in college. No,
I was in college.
Well, no, but that was also the year that the Sean Colvin hit "Sonny Came Home."
Ooh,
that was a good one.
That was a good one.
"How Bizarre" by OMC.
Oh, that's a good one. Abaza.
All right, so the next story, we're going to stay in Pennsylvania before we get to the last. The last story is just, and you guys may have heard it already, but there was the second story was about this thing in Pennsylvania where they started looking for these 4 young men, and
sad.
Then they found them, and it turned out that they were all murdered by a guy named Cosmo Donato.
Okay.
Mafia.
Now, I would have, I mean, he was like, he's only 20, but his name is Cosmo Donato. That sounds like the kind of place where you would say, no, don't go near Cosmo Donato's house.
Yeah.
Like, so apparently he was mad at them. For I guess he felt cheated or threatened somehow. Cosmo sold quarter-pound bags of weed for a few $1,000, and he was also a local handgun merchant. So,
and rest my case.
Yeah, well, he felt sort of cheated, and I guess killed all 4 of them, and then burned them up in what he called a pig roaster.
Yeah, he was somehow able to, by himself, dig a 12-foot by 12-foot hole on his farm, but he's not the mafia, and his family didn't help him.
Oh, okay.
But that's
checks out. Sounds legit.
And weed made him do it.
That's right.
I mean,
because that's what stoners do.
But he looks really mild-mannered. Like, I would not have, at first blush, been super afraid of Cosmo Donato. No, serial killers look normal.
He was smiling in his police lineup photo, or his police mugshot photo.
That's not really a normal
behavior. No big deal. I'm going to make this bail in a second. You know? He was like,
everything's cool, fam. This is fine.
Digging a 12-foot hole? No way he did that without equipment.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
No fucking way.
Backhoe or something.
No way. Okay. Yeah. He has his family has a farm. They're very wealthy. They own a construction company.
There you go.
I'm just saying. I'm not saying. I'm just saying.
I'm not saying, but I'm just saying.
You know.
All mobbed up. Makes complete sense to me now. Because as a former grave digger, and very rarely, I mean, we just dug them 6 feet deep, and we still used a bobcat because, I mean, it's not fucking olden times.
Right.
Like, there was like one place in the cemetery that was so, the graves were so old that it was dangerous to like drive the bobcat over them, even with putting plywood down, because it would like all squish and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So it's digging them by hand just takes forever. So obviously he must have had a big backhoe or some shit to just
for sure
make himself a big body trench.
Yeah, that shit was planned. I mean, this isn't his first rodeo. He had a
yeah, but he's only 20. How many rodeos could he have had?
He had multiple. He had multiple previous arrests. I don't know what for, but I don't know.
Big roasting people, I guess.
Yeah, I mean the whole thing.
Apparently, that's still a crime in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, go figure.
Maybe if he had just set them on fire without killing them first, he would have gotten away with it.
It's true. So yeah, the dogs, the cadaver dogs, were the ones that discovered the bodies, even though they were buried 12 feet deep and burned. And I'm not even reading this. This is just from what I remember.
Hard to forget that.
And this was so get this. The day after they go missing, the 4 young men go missing. He tries to sell one of their Nissan Maximas for $500, and that's how he gets caught.
What a moron.
That guy did not do this alone, because that is a stupid move.
Yeah. He would not have succeeded
this guy
in his endeavors.
It must have been Cosmo Jr. that did that, though.
Right.
Yeah, the whole thing. The whole thing just screams of like, I mean, come on, some 20-year-old kid comes up with this whole scenario. The kid's already selling weed or whatever, or all these other things. The construction companies. I'm just saying.
Entrepreneur.
We could make
entrepreneur.
I can play the gangster. Okay.
Obviously.
Media can play my first victim. You two will be like love interests. I can't decide between the two.
Oh my gosh.
I mean,
this is a Lifetime movie in the making.
It is.
It is. I don't see a problem. It sounds great. Everyone would watch this.
You know what my favorite Lifetime movie was?
Oh God, what?
Cabin by the Lake.
Wait, which one?
What?
Cabin by the Lake.
I haven't seen that one.
Okay, so it's like forever old, but like it was like late 90s, I think. But it was about this guy who was a writer, and in order to be able to write his murder novels, he killed women in his cabin by a lake.
Oh my God, I remember that movie.
And then like had like a garden of them, like all like suspended on the bottom of the lake. And so when he went to put a new one down there, there's all these like women like,
oh my God. Oh,
it was so creepy.
I remember that.
It was bad. It was not like today's Lifetime original movies.
No, Lifetime movies now are like all about like women getting like punched in the face by men. That's like the theme.
Right. Or
that's what I remember for the most part, even back in the day of the Lifetime movie. Ben Affleck was in a Lifetime movie, which is actually my favorite Lifetime movie of all time. Ben Affleck is addicted to steroids because he's a wrestler or a football player or something like that. He's very upset. And he's like, "Bah!" all the time, and it's hilarious.
Like all roided out.
Oh my God, it's so good. It's
great.
True story of so-and-so's life. I'm gonna have to Google it.
I think I've barely seen oh, sorry, are you still telling me?
No, go ahead.
I think I've barely seen any all the way through. I think the only ones I ever see, the only like kind of cheesy TV movies are like all the ridiculous Christmas ones.
Yeah, they're hard to make it through. But like, Cabin by the Lake, like, and I know you don't like scary movies because I don't like scary movies either. But you could totally deal with this one because it's so cheesy. Like, it's cheesy enough that you're like, ooh.
You're like, oh, that's pretty cheesy. What about Mother May I Sleep with Danger?
Oh yes.
I haven't seen that one, but I know that it's like this whole thing that everybody's obsessed with. And then I think they remade it recently, right?
I don't know.
Did they remake it? I think they did.
But I remember that. Oh my God. It's
Mother May I Sleep with Danger. I mean,
this is fantastic.
Was Danger a person?
Well, yeah.
I mean,
sort
yes,
of.
But no.
It's like an abusive boyfriend or something like that. I can't remember.
Yeah.
It's always like an abusive boyfriend.
It's always an abusive boyfriend.
Right.
Well, not the one time with Judith Light and whoever it was, because Judith Light kicked the guy's ass. That's the only one I remember.
Nice.
Well, see, there you go. But it's all about like how women are victims and like empowering women and stuff. So
except for that one, which was about the abusive Judith Light beating up her husband. And how like ashamed he was and he couldn't tell anybody and blah, and he just whatever.
Acadia. Watch it.
Why?
Okay.
Don't listen. I'm standing up for myself.
Okay. So there's also
telling everybody I walked into a door.
I will.
Fell down the stairs.
Yeah, there's also a bunch of like Lifetime movies about babies being kidnapped and babies.
Yes.
Like, there was whole like, and I was like, what the fuck is going on? Like Lifetime, like it's like, somebody hires a nanny and then the nanny's like, oh, it's my baby, it's not yours, and she tries to like kill the wife and shit.
Yeah, it's like
oh my God,
it's like Rosemary's Baby, but like way watered down.
Right, exactly. And then like horrible acting, like it's like the Facts of Life. It's like people from the Facts of Life or like the people.
And you're like,
oh gosh, here it is. Okay, here's the Ben Affleck one. It's called, so remember that the Lifetime movies that were like really bad that were made by them were called Life Stories, Families Crisis.
Oh my God.
Yes, and this one was called A Body to Die For.
Stop it.
I can't. The Aaron Henry story.
Oh my gosh.
I can't.
It's so
not
good.
Henry Aaron? Because it would be crazy if it was about the baseball player.
Henry. And that's an Aaron with 2 A's, people. Aaron with 2 A's.
Oh my God.
Aaron Henry is a high school football player who constantly pushes himself to be the best. When working at the gym, trying to build up definition, he meets Bruce.
Oh,
that's all I'm going to give you, people.
I'm already
That's all you get. You got to tune into Lifetime.
That's right.
He was cultivating mass is what he was doing.
Is that what he was doing?
Cultivating mass. Yep.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what they call it.
Right.
Aaron starts developing roid rage and goes crazy at the simplest thing.
Oh my God. I can't.
Okay. I have a weird story.
Okay.
I actually do.
Okay.
Even though I was working on stuff for the actual episode that we're going to record.
Yes.
So apparently Kesha and the late rapper Prodigy both opened up about their UFO experiences.
Stop it.
I'm not even kidding.
Oh my God.
So apparently, while she was promoting her new album Rainbow, Kesha revealed that the music on it was inspired by her UFO encounter in Joshua Tree, California. And she quotes, you know this is going to be good, right?
It's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing.
I was in Joshua Tree, totally sober. Let me preface, completely effing sober. I think people would be like, she was on acid or something. I wasn't. I was on nothing. I was totally sober, Sally, just a lady in the desert. And I look up in the sky.
Lady in the desert.
And there's a bunch of spaceships. I swear to God, there were like 5 to 7. And I don't know why I didn't try to like take a picture of it. I just looked at it. I was sitting on a rock and I was like, what in the hell is that? I was trying to figure it out and then they went away. And then they came back. They came back in a different formation than the one they were in previously. And I was like, those are effing aliens. They were spaceships.
Oh my God.
And that is a quote. I don't know if that's how she said it, but that's how I imagine she said it.
Yes, that's how I imagine she said it.
I'm pretty sure that's how she said it.
And then apparently, in a moving interview with Viceland before his death from sickle cell anemia on June 20th, Mo Depp, MC Prodigy, talked about an incident where a UFO hovered over his house. And he was quoted as saying, "It came over my house. I just started shining lights in our bedroom. The whole neighborhood blacked out at first. And then I looked out the window and looked down the block and all the power was out. At first, it was a white light and I thought it was a police helicopter looking for somebody outside. And then all these colored lights started coming into the room and it was dead quiet. All these lights were changing many colors. It was pretty significant, man. It was undeniable. And it came because I was asking for it to come."
My God.
That's
what?
Sad.
I can't. I can't.
So there you go.
Wow.
I believe it. I believe it without any hesitation whatsoever.
Oh my gosh.
So
I'm pretty sad I don't have a fancy banner.
I'm sorry you don't have the button, fam.
You don't have the button. We'll have to fix it next time.
I know. I saw your buttons and I am jealous.
Because you don't have them.
Because I only have 3 buttons. So obviously I need to do an update.
No. If you go to the 3 buttons, I think you have to search for it there and then add it or something.
No, it's an extension you have to add to Hangouts.
Yes. All right, we'll
Said
worry about it later.
in the fucking time before the show actually started when we should
calm
have
down.
done this.
Calm down.
I didn't get that memo.
Serenity now.
Yeah.
Serenity now. Oh God.
So.
All right.
I can only focus on something.
That we have so many stories and added extra celebrity UFO stories. Poor Kesha.
Poor Kesha.
I guess this last story, you guys are going to have to tell me your opinions on it.
Okay, wait.
Oh, what?
You know the thing about Sammy Hagar thinks he was abducted by aliens, right?
Yeah, but...
Really?
Yeah, okay, never mind. You can
keep
keep
going.
Him
I don't believe because I hate him.
And that is the only reason.
Right.
Yeah. Like, I don't believe him like Trey Gowdy doesn't believe Hillary Clinton. Like, that's how much I don't believe Sammy Hagar.
Very valid, I guess.
There were only 2 bands in the history of bands that replaced their lead singer and got away with it. AC/DC and Van Halen. But I stopped caring about Van Halen when Sammy Hagar was spawned.
Yeah. I mean,
he showed you.
Either way, I mean, we are talking about Van Halen, not the Beatles,
right,
or something. So they
let's
talk
just
as it is.
Calm down. Bring it down.
Old Van Halen. Oh, you guys.
Bring it down.
You might be, you're all glammed up, but you're obviously displaying the fact that you're trash because you don't know anything about Van Halen. Oh.
Excuse me. Are you trying to say that Van Halen is high class?
Yes, super high class.
Calm your eyebrows. They're starting to like come out of
your. They come way out.
They're like
about it. Because by the way, since next week I'm going to be at Comic-Con, in case I didn't mention it to anybody, in San Diego for Comic-Con.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yes. I was thinking that I need to get my hair cut because I don't know if it's mushing up through the top of my mask or not, but I think if I have the mask on all day for that many days in a row, it's going to do something to my head. So
you should take the mask with you to the haircut place and ask their opinion.
Yeah, like have them shave a little and then put it on and then shave a little.
Yeah.
And then just say, all right, well, whatever part of my eyebrows that's sticking out, just cut it off.
Just cut it off.
No, and then eventually you're going to come to DC and I'm going to fix your eyebrows for good.
Well, that sounds horrifying.
For good.
What do you mean for good?
You won't have them anymore.
You're just going to cut the skin that they grow out of? Off?
I need to teach you what you need to do with your eyebrows.
Oh, God.
All right, well, that's something to look forward to.
So J-Mart was here in DC, for those of you that don't know, for 4th of July.
Yeah.
We had a conversation about Acadia's eyebrows.
Oh my God.
We did. We were talking about how they come out of the mask.
Oh my God.
They're actually pretty tame right now. They're actually pretty tame right now. I'm actually.
Oh God!
I've seen them.
Our fans are suggesting that Acadia should step into a vagim jam.
What the hell is that?
That's a vagina. That's a vagina.
How would I step into it?
And 2.
Good point.
They want us to record the eyebrow removal.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. Not like
that'd be a great feature.
Like, come on. It's not going to be a complete removal, people. We're going to shape and hone his eyebrows to match the rest of his hair.
I got something you can hone. There's not going to be any honing. No honing.
Tone. Hey.
Listen.
Tone.
I can't help my luxurious eyebrows. They keep debris out of my eyes.
We want you to keep them, but we're gonna match everything up. We either need to dye your hair or we need to dye your eyebrows.
Oh,
and I'm going to step into a giant apparently that's the size of one of those bounce castles, I guess, because I can just step into it.
That's right.
All right. of things the size of a bounce castle. My dress is about 15 pounds. I just want everybody to understand.
This is a serious princess dress.
Glamour has a high price.
You should show us. You should step back and show us.
I sit in a special chair in order for the dress to fit. Like, it's not like
all the chairs in her house are made for this dress.
See?
Like, you don't understand the size of this. Like, it's not that the dress is big, it's that the bottom is like
we can hear like the rustling of the sequins and the beads.
Like, I actually have to walk around like right out of a movie. Like, I have to carry this.
Right.
It's like carrying a baby.
You'll fall on your face.
I know. I had to roll down the stairs just to get to the kitchen.
Yeah, but there's so much dress. If you fell, you would just like lean
like
to the side and still be on the dress. It's like you have a bunch of hassocks tied to your skirt.
My head is still uncovered. I mean, who cares about my bum? There's enough cushion there. It's the rest of my body. Like, you know those funny like videos where like the woman falls down, the dress is like over her face, and she's like, "Oh my god!" This is like there's like 15 pounds of fabric and crystals and things like this. Like, look at this. You can even see it.
It's amazing. My wedding dress was the same way. It was like almost as heavy as I was.
Yeah, I'm like not ever getting married. This is ridiculous. Like, this is ridiculous.
You just wear that one. Yeah, now you're used to it.
I know.
Yeah, you pretty much
couldn't zip it up on myself. It's not even zipped.
Hey, so
it's not even zipped.
Christy knows the hack.
Yeah, that's right.
It wasn't working. Like, you need 3 people to get
Why
this
would
dress.
you just like throw it on the floor and crawl into it like it was a tunnel?
Oh, I did.
It doesn't. Your shoulders
That's how
don't
you
fit
get
through
into that.
the waist part.
Half an hour to get this dress on, and then I had to MacGyver it. I had to get a piece of gum and a tampon and some C4.
You had to take out a wall.
Obviously. Oh my
God. Wow.
No, seriously, like, I can't even turn around because I couldn't. Like, I almost called my neighbors. They're gonna be like,
so
someone to like you have to like it's like an old corset dress. Like, you have to like.
You need assistance.
Yes.
Like, so, I mean, more than one assistant. That's what I mean.
Right.
Yeah, handmaidens.
Yes, handmaidens.
You need handmaidens. Exactly. Like, and I literally said princess life, like #princess life.
Patreon.com/strangeful. We need handmaidens.
Yep. We need handmaidens.
That's right. Yeah. That's right.
So the last story, because we're almost out of time. How time flies when we're talking about dresses.
You're welcome.
I know.
So I'm going to tell you an airline story.
Ooh.
Oh boy.
There's a woman who was flying from New York to Paris, and she fell asleep on the plane.
Okay.
And then it all went wrong. Because apparently,
oh God,
it was her side of the plane was a 3-seat. She had the window. There was another woman on the aisle, and there was a guy in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know whether it was the food or the altitude or what it was, but the guy just decided to start roughing up the suspect right there in his chair.
Wait, what?
Punching the munchkin.
Masturbating?
Whacking it.
Oh, yes. Oh, I was like roughing up the suspect.
I got that.
Fighting her, because most of the airline stories are about Fight Club going on.
Right. I thought he was getting in a fight. I didn't understand.
No. Well, technically he was wrestling the bald-headed champ, but he was just doing it in his chair. So now
that's just nasty.
He didn't get caught until the woman in the aisle clued in to what happened. And they were like, all right, well, sir, you're going to get arrested when we land. And ma'am, you can go to another seat.
Thank you.
The story is about the one that was asleep, because she slept through the whole thing. Then she woke up,
Was there a cat?
Nobody said yes. Nobody said anything. Like they didn't wake her up and say, by the way, ma'am, the guy next to you is fapping, so we're gonna move you.
They just let her sit there sleeping.
Yeah, let her sleep. It's fine.
Terrible.
So
that is terrible.
So when the plane was landing, the flight attendant was like, "Can you come back here, ma'am?" And they just wanted to let her know that the guy sitting next to her had been whipping it, and he was still sitting there because it's a plane. There's not a little jail on the plane. Like he had to stay sitting in his seat. So then she said that she was she said instead, well, she wanted to switch seats. She said she claimed she was not allowed to switch seats, unlike the other woman who had been seated next to the man. Instead, quote, they made me climb back over the sex offender, trapped between him and the window for the rest of the flight. I was shaking and crying and trying not to get sick.
What the fuck?
That is not okay.
No, that is not okay.
So what airline was this?
American. And she actually went out of her way to say, never fly American again.
So here is how this situation should have been handled. Step one, someone should have punched this guy in the face.
Yes, correct. I would have punched him in the fucking face if he was sitting next to me. Or in the dick.
Yeah.
Both.
Either one. Yeah. Step two, he should have been brought to the flight attendant seating area and strapped down with...
into the jump seat.
Yes.
Yeah, away from other humans.
Well, like the
So that should have been step two. Okay, step three, if they didn't have enough staff to handle the gentleman's behavior, then maybe they should have looked for a nice, person on the plane that looked kind of large and in charge to help them deal with the male passenger.
Correct.
Even if it meant that he had to sit on the gentleman's face to the point where he suffocated him. And then,
let me tell you, Jay Stevens would have clocked him.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Pretty much every
heartbeat.
I know.
Everybody I know would.
Yeah.
If you wanted to stop him, like, right in the middle of it, somebody should have just, like, bam, like they're trying to get ketchup out of a bottle, right on the top. That would have that.
How is it that these
he would have just jumped out of the plane?
Yeah, how is it that these airlines were so quick to rip somebody out of their seat because the flight was full?
Right.
But somebody's whacking it.
And they're like, it's cool.
Just leave them there.
That's not okay.
It's cool.
Probably because they were afraid of all the bad press from the other thing.
Here's what I want to know. I want to know what the guy was wearing.
Oh, to do that? Did he actually whip it out?
He was wearing a tiara.
Well, in addition to the tiara,
he was not wearing a regulation tiara.
He was wearing socks.
Oh, God.
Because, like, I don't know. I'm thinking it had to have been sweatpants.
Let's not get too specific. I'm not.
Why? That's what the story is about.
No, he wasn't wearing sweatpants. Come on.
I mean, people don't care what they wear anymore. Like, planes are just more expensive buses, but they're not even that much more expensive anymore.
I don't even care what he was wearing. Like,
that's true. I really don't care what he was wearing either.
I'm trying to figure out how it happened.
I'm the most non-confrontational person that you will ever meet, and I would have punched him in the face.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'll tell you what he wasn't wearing. A 15-pound ball gown and a tiara.
Because if he had to ruffle it all the way up to get at it,
it would have been too much work.
Out when he got through ruffle 3. Look, 1, 2, 3, and I'm done.
See? His arms wouldn't have been long enough.
Right.
Maybe that should be his punishment.
Oh my God, it should be.
But his arms really short? Like, take out the middle.
I'll tell you,
his hands are up here. And he can't reach anymore.
When I was in college, there was some people that really liked whacking it.
Oh God! What do you mean?
Is that like
college?
They kind of but it was there was kind of a competition.
Men are disgusting.
To see who could do it in the weirdest place.
Oh, of course.
And the guy that won pretty early on, and everybody was just like, no, we're not having this conversation anymore because we're never going to beat it.
What the hell just happened?
Seriously? B-Nev's making a fucking grilled cheese? What are you doing?
What are you doing? You don't understand how difficult it is to walk around in this thing.
But why would you bring the computer? Anyway.
Oh my gosh.
I love it. I love it.
It loud?
Yes, it's very loud. It sounded like somebody knocked over a pile of dishes.
It really did. Like nothing broke, but they all hit the floor.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like.
Sorry. I'm making a martini. You guys want to learn how to make a martini?
Wait, I have to interject. Wait, I have to interject something. Our fan Jessica is advising us that she thinks that B-Nev's banner should say Thug Miss. And
oh my God, yes.
And also she loves you.
I love you too. I agree.
That's great.
I need a banner. I think I need to do an update.
Yeah, you probably do. We'll do it for next time. We'll figure it out for next time.
Yeah. I was like, what's going on? I didn't know anything about the banner. I don't think I was involved in that hangout.
No.
So the guy that won.
Oh, Jesus, back to this. Yes.
Won because he did it in the back of his parents' minivan while they were driving on the way home from a wake.
What's
okay?
What?
True story.
Oh.
So really,
that's disgusting.
If that game was still going on, I guess on a plane,
in your seat,
in your seat,
not in the bathroom,
wouldn't be worse than that.
I have a question. Since we're on this,
Christy's really thinking of it from a competition standpoint. She's like, she's all dialed in.
She's like, well, his parents aren't on the plane, but
there are
okay.
strangers on the plane.
Here's my question. This competition, I love it, B-Nev. This competition involved doing this doing this act to completion?
Well,
Acadia?
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't there.
Well, I'm saying you're in the car with your parents.
Otherwise, it doesn't count.
And now you have jizz all over yourself? What is the deal?
No, it's not. No, you can aim it and whatnot. Like, there's ways to deal with that.
Where are you aiming it? You're in a car. Do you have a jizz bottle in the back seat? I don't understand. What's going on?
There's no bottle.
Jizz bottles? Oh my God. That was the best thing I've ever heard. You have a jizz bottle?
It's gotta go somewhere. It can't go in the floorboard.
It doesn't. It's
oh my God.
Like, we're talking about paper products, not receptacles.
I honestly, I'm lost.
It's not like you went, oh, what am I going to do? Oh, shit, I better eat all these Tic Tacs so that I can do it in this little tiny box.
Oh my God, I wish he did. That would be amazing.
That's what a girl would do.
That would be life goals, okay? If you want to have a real competition, see how small of a thing you can fit it in.
Hey, can I have one of those? Can I have one of those Altoids? Oh, no.
No.
Oh, that's awful. Well, that's a good thing to end on. Jen,
pretty horrifying.
Jen just carry around jizz bottles.
I don't.
Well, you know what?
Men, just in case.
One of the first episodes.
I don't know what you guys do.
Well, one of the first episodes I was on was when we were trying to figure out how to power the world through the power of the penis.
Well, maybe
that's episode. When we were trying to harness the penis for good instead of evil.
That's right. We could power a small city.
Oh my God.
What guys do in one day or something.
Just like this martini, full circle.
I could link it. I could link the infographic I did.
Yeah, you should.
Yes.
That was real science.
That was
real science.
We love science.
Christy, oh, you never saw Christy? Well, then you're in for a treat.
Oh, good.
So that's the end of Strangeful Things Live. That was only partially derailed by runaway truck BNev making fucking pancakes in the middle of the goddamn show. And wondering, you're the kind of person that wouldn't pee in a bucket. You would just go pee right between your parents' heads and wake them up.
You know what?
Unlike the person from the first story.
Because normally it's like fucking Animal Farms over there with you guys and the dishes and the boyfriends and the everything else. I make one martini and it's the end of the world. I'm in a fucking prom dress. What do you want from me?
I know. What do you expect? What's she gonna drink? Soda?
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking prom dress.
God, no.
Yeah, I made this martini for you, Acadia. I made it for you.
And now she's
to
gonna
remind
drink
me of
it.
my childhood. All right. So this is the end of the very first episode of Strangeful Things Live.
Sort of.
We have to then. Well, no, this is actual Strangeful Things Live, not the game show.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
So,
Wait, are we doing a game show?
No.
Oh God, I'm so confused.
No, we already did the game show.
Last
Okay,
week.
it was last week. I'm so confused. Okay.
It's okay.
So-
it's okay, Bina. Could you drink some more?
right after this, we have to go record the next actual episode of Strangeful Things.
Yes.
I got to
And-
take the dress off.
Yes.
So this episode will be put in the Patreon, as will the video of BNev taking her giant dress off.
That's right. That's a special one.
It'll take about 3 hours.
It's slapstick.
So, and we'll put the Benny Hill music under it, you know,
Yes!
extra entertaining.
Perfect.
So the bottom line is that
We just have footage of me and Jen like running around like the rooms where we actually are, like pretending that we're running around the room where Bina is. The sparkliest burqa.
oh. So we need
Oh my God.
you to go to patreon.com/strangeful.
Even if you just give us $1 a month.
$1
right.
a month.
$1 a month.
$1 more than we've been getting.
Yeah, that's right. That's 75 cents more than those Sally Struthers kids.
That's right.
It's
Thanks,
a
babe.
cup of coffee nowadays.
That's
See
right.
this? See this? This
Where
is
you gonna
curbside
get it?
service.
Oh, nice.
Well, when you dress like a fancy queen, people are just going to start
right.
bringing you stuff.
When you dress like a fancy
So-
queen, people bring you stuff.
Somebody is casting this on their big TV screen right now.
What?
Ooh.
Well,
Are they reading my
Michelle Miller
whiteboard?
is pretty awesome.
All the
clearly.
secrets are on my whiteboard.
Yeah.
If you can read the
The big company secrets.
All the secrets.
All the secrets. Wow.
Well, now that I have such a
Oh,
good
that's my
webcam,
friend.
you can see
Yeah.
the fancy gallery artwork behind me on the wall.
Ooh.
That was
Yeah.
a real artist
A
painting.
real Viv.
What does that
Yeah.
say? Swimming in diarrhea?
Yes, that does say swimming in diarrhea.
Don't you
It actually says I'd
Spill my
rather be swimming in diarrhea
Why?
What?
because
What? What could possibly be worse than swimming in diarrhea?
I know, right? Jesus.
going to work. I don't know. It's
Wow.
one day, I follow the guy from all the guys from last podcast on the left, but Henry Zabrowski is on that show, Your Pretty Face is Going to Hell, on Adult Swim. And one day they tweeted out, Hell is hiring, and you had to fill this thing out, and it was this really annoying form that kept breaking. It was like funny the way they did it. But I actually got a rejection letter, and that's hanging on the bulletin board back there as well. And I got that bumper sticker. And those little oval bumper stickers that are like, what country or
OBX
state or
or
whatever
whatever.
like that?
Yeah.
Mine just says hell.
Nice. I like it.
Nice.
Okay, so the best show on Adult Swim right now is Rick and Morty, hands down.
Correct.
I love that.
Oh my God, why don't you just marry it? Oh,
I'm gonna.
I do have to admit, CNAV even watches it.
Oh my gosh.
I love it.
So hilarious and so disturbing.
Yes. She doesn't understand it, but she's like, she likes it.
Like, well, I mean, it's very colorful. So, like,
much like us.
Yeah,
exactly like us.
Exactly.
We watched an episode the other day because Jay and I are catching up on it because we got into it late. But we watched an episode the other day, and literally I had to take a picture of Jay's face at the end of it to send to people because he was just like
laughing so hard.
No, it was like it was one of those episodes
like,
where it just like hit you like a ton of bricks, and you're like,
"What's happening?"
What?
Well, see, that's the face I want people to make after they listen to Strangeful Things.
They do.
We don't know because we can't see them.
Well, we could if we went to everybody's house.
Okay.
That's creepy.
So that's why you really need to go to the Patreon so that we have enough money to come to your houses.
That's true.
Or you can pay us not to come to your house, whichever.
Either way.
Either way.
I'm pretty sure there's a comment.
Or you could pay us enough money to go to LA and go to Sharon Tate's old house because I think we should do an episode on that.
Yes,
and I'm
we
just
should.
gonna leave it at that, and that's going to be a private conversation for the rest of us.
Yes, we should.
Information that I have.
Wow. Wow.
That's going to be a 3-parter.
Amazing.
Yeah, that's going to be, there's a lot.
We need to do that.
On there.
So things are happening.
The other thing, and I think I'm going to do this on superficialgallery.com, which is the big brother of Strangeful Things, rather than just Strangeful Things. But if people want me, it's kind of like, think of it as a scavenger hunt for Comic-Con. Like, remember when I went to New York Comic-Con, I tried to find 100 Harleys and I got 158 and got fucking sick of it and stopped doing it. So San Diego is like 10 times the size of the New York one. So
yeah, it's the biggest one.
I'm assuming that there's going to be plenty of stuff to see and that kind of thing. So if people want me to try and find pictures of stuff, then I'll be happy to put them on, I guess, the gallery Instagram or something like that to show that we actually did it. Okay. So I'll put that on superficialgallery.com.
Who's beeping?
Oh, sorry, I was making a drink. Okay. So remember,
I'm gonna make a drink with your liquefied organs.
You can find me on Twitter at Acadia. You can find Jen
It'll be a Bloody
Jen
Mary.
Martinelli. You can find Bnev at what are you, Bnev?
What am I? What
on Twitter?
Brittany Nevin.
_Nevin.
Yeah, and then you can find Christy at Strangeful Pod because she is the official voice of Strangeful Things.
Yeah.
So if somebody says something that you don't like, it wasn't me. Somebody else did it.
What? No, that's the opposite.
No, I'm just saying, like all the good. Yes.
Oh.
God damn son of a bitch. All right, this show's over. Everybody, thank you for coming in the chat. Everybody that watched, thank you for watching. Then everybody apparently can then go to the Patreon. That's patreon.com/strangeful to see this video. I guess because the people that saw it already saw it and nobody else will know. I'll have to work that out. But we'll really hype up the Bnev takes off her dress video to reveal her giant comical bloomers that I assume she's wearing under it.
With polka dots.
Yes, yeah, polka dot underwear, actually.
Of course.
See?
So now we're going to go do our real
don't
job.
show them off there.
Oh, Jesus.
No, I'm just kidding.
That's a different show, Bnev.
Yes,
we could have just made that a GIF and just looped it so that it looked like she was just constantly pulling the more and more and more dress up, and then just left that as the video, and then whoa, people are still watching.
Not the new thing, fam. You should be doing these things.
Hey, can everybody admire my fake cigarette that looks like a real cigarette?
I did notice it, and I loved it.
It's
like,
amazing.
It looks
got
like
a shiny end on it.
You're super.
And that looks like a cherry.
All of these
Can
things. Why did you
everybody?
just have them?
Can when I move into the new place, can everybody bring these outfits over?
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
We're gonna go out.
All right.
Katie,
we
you're
are.
gonna have to get fancy. Sorry, you're gonna have to get.
Sorry.
I'll just
We're gonna need a
get my
scarf.
tuxedo.
You're gonna need a scarf.
We're gonna
Fine.
make the news.
Fine. All
Can
right,
you
everybody.
top hat and a monocle.
And the mask. Yes.
I'll be the Monopoly guy.
And
What
then
is
you
this
need a train and some rope.
Bye.
That's amazing.
Bye.
You
Bye.
monsters.
You're a monster.
Time to do real work now, suckers.
Nice.
Bye.
Bye.
Am I supposed to hang up now? Oh.
Yes, there. It's over.
Okay.
I guess so.
Bye.
Bye.